The woman's first day after marrying into a wealthy family, she found herself squatting on the floor eating Western food like a worker. This scene caught the attention of the distinguished guests at the banquet. Seeing the wife of a billionaire behaving so rudely, the guests soon began to mock her, causing the woman to feel a sense of inferiority. At that moment, the CEO noticed her awkwardness and immediately grabbed a plate of vegetables from the table, squatting down beside her to eat with her. Seeing this, the CEO's father also took a plate of food, sat cross-legged next to them, and began eating. Both the mother and son were deeply moved, and the guests no longer dared to mock her. The woman had once worked as a laborer on construction sites, waking up early and working late to earn tuition for a boy. The boy, feeling sorry for her, began collecting trash at a young age. But the woman had a biased father, who would always take her hard-earned money, and even took the money the boy made collecting trash. One day, the cruel father took the living expenses from the mother and son, but later a well-dressed CEO found them, offering to pay $100,000 for them to act in a scene. What the CEO didn't know was that the boy was actually his biological son. 6 years ago, the CEO had saved a runaway bride, and by coincidence, they had a brief encounter. Due to the darkness of the night, neither of them recognized each other's face. The CEO also didn't know that the woman had given birth to his son. After the conversation, the CEO took the mother and son home, and when his father heard that the CEO was bringing his grandson back, he was so happy that he planned to buy all the toys in the market for the boy, and even had the kitchen prepare various delicacies. However, the CEO's second uncle claimed the boy must be a fake, because the CEO had never been in a relationship. This made the CEO's father begin to doubt. When they returned home, the CEO's father was about to expose the CEO's lie, but when the boy called out Grandpa, the CEO's father's heart instantly softened, and he completely forgot his earlier doubts. At that moment, the boy noticed the woman's nervousness, and quickly comforted her. Looking at the family of three, the CEO's father was overjoyed, but the second uncle kept whispering in his ear to stay cautious. However, the CEO's father, too happy to listen, didn't take any of it seriously. At that moment, the second aunt took the opportunity to grab a hair from the boy's head, intending to prove with a DNA test that he was fake, and planned to expose the truth at the CEO's father's birthday banquet. Soon, it was the CEO's father's birthday banquet, and the second uncle had investigated the real identities of the mother and son. They planned to wait for the DNA results to come out before exposing them. On the other hand, the dean, upon seeing the DNA test report of the boy and the CEO, confirmed their father-son relationship, and was overjoyed for the CEO's father. He immediately arranged for his subordinates to deliver the report personally to the CEO's father. Meanwhile, the mother and son, led by the CEO, leisurely attended the banquet. To make the CEO happy, the boy personally drew a picture for him, wishing him a long life. The CEO's father, upon hearing this, was delighted, and his approval of the boy grew even more. The banquet officially began, but since the mother and son were attending their first banquet, not knowing the proper etiquette, they casually squatted in a corner. This led to the guests mocking them. The second uncle and second aunt secretly smirked, thinking the mother and son would finally be exposed. However, what surprised everyone was that not only did the CEO and his father not look down on them, but they also humbled themselves